Good evening to all of you, and thank you for joining us on 13 Plus tonight. I'm Mary Coleman. Let's jump right into your story for this evening. Now, it's tax time, and as if that's not daunting enough, fraudsters are at the ready to scam you in more ways than one this tax season. Our Don Gee has more with an eye-opening warning and a few tips for you.
Unfortunately, 'tis always the season to get scammed, but during tax time, scammers look for every opportunity to trick you out of your refund and steal your identity if they can. Many of us are already stressed because we're dealing with money and the IRS.
So we see about a 2,700% increase in malicious websites alone dedicated to trying to defraud people during tax season.
That's just websites. Scammers use phishing emails, fake IRS representative calls, social media or text messages, and more. Dr. Zulfikar Ramzan is chief scientist at Aura and CEO of Aura Labs, an identity theft protection company that also offers fraud resolution and powerful digital security for adults and kids.
So what we are seeing across the board is scammers trying to create new mechanisms, new ruses, new tricks to be able to depart or get people to depart with their money in ways that they may not want to do otherwise.
According to the IRS, taxpayers lost $5.7 billion due to tax scams and fraud in 2022.
Age-old advice is really about making sure that if you see something, you understand the provenance and the origin before you go ahead and give your information away.
Use secure passwords and multi-factor authentication. Don't share any important information with anyone on anything if you don't know who it is or where it's coming from. And you can look, but don't click.
It's really easy for a scammer to get you to click on something, and once you're there, everything will look and feel very similar, and it's easy at that point for the scammer to defraud you. Is that what scammers are after is your identity. If they can steal your identity in the digital world, they've got your identity for life.
More than 90% of tax returns were filed last year online. If you think you are the victim of a tax scam, it is important to take action right away to protect yourself and your finances. Here are some steps to take if you think you have been scammed. Immediately call the IRS. If your e-filed return is rejected because of a duplicate filing under your Social Security number, file Form 14039, Identity Theft Affidavit.
Make sure that if you are going to a site, it is irs.gov. An ounce of prevention is indeed worth well more than a pound of cure.
If you see an offer that seems too good to be true, that might persuade you to click on links or respond to messages when it comes to tax service or anything really, pass it by. Always look for incorrect grammar, spelling, or the IRS website that does not end in .gov. And if you receive a threatening message that suggests consequences of any kind for not responding to the email, more than likely it is a scam. If you are that worried about any of the things, look for the correct web address or the phone number for the IRS and contact them for yourself, helping you stay safe and making ends meet. I'm Dawn.
And as promised, we want to talk about your weather with meteorologist Corey Coates. Corey, I have to bring up this view really quickly of Mount Bigelow. The sun's going down, so I wanted to pull it up before it disappeared because it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, earlier we had the cloud base was right below there, so you couldn't even see the valley, and you had that sunset giving it the tops of those clouds, that orangey hue. It was just awesome. I mean, an awesome view. I mean, that's what you get sometimes when you get those cloud cover. You get very, very lucky. But yeah, it's tough to see the clouds going down. We looked a little bit at the bottom there, and you got some snow up there, which is nice to see. But let's give you a little forecast for down here in the valley for Tucson, which is when the Cologuard Classic will be continuing. It's kicked off today. We'll continue through the weekend where they'll experience a little bit better conditions. A little cool today, some scattered showers as well, but we'll dry out tomorrow and warm up as well to near 70. And how about your Sunday? Well, again, it'll start off your day a little chilly, But how about in the upper 70s with those clear skies? So here's what that weekend looks like overall for Tucson. Starting off your days seasonably cool in the mid to low 40s. A few clouds later in the day Saturday, but dry up to 70. And your Sunday completely clear with temperatures in the upper 70s. The rest of the region will follow suit with this warm up tomorrow, and especially on your Sunday. A place like Douglas will heat up to warm up to the low 70s, upper 60s in Wilcox, low 70s in Safford, as well as in Sierra Vista, Nogales. And hey, how about for areas to the west? They'll also be in the upper 70s, just like Tucson, like Casa Grande, Ajo, and Cels. Let's switch gears a little bit, talk about the rain, because we've had a good amount of it. I'd say the system was an overproducer for that rainfall. From yesterday, here's the rainfall total winners from the Tucson Metro. Molino Canyon, 1.3 inches, over an inch just to the south of Oracle, near an inch in Rancho del Lago, which is in the southeastern portion of the Metro. 3 points, near 3 points, 87 hundredths. Reed Park Zoo with 7/10, and over half an inch there at the Tucson International Airport. We're adding on to a wet 2024 with over half an inch over the last day or so. We're about twice above what you normally see this time of the year, putting our total at 3.69 inches. Oh, it's too dark. It's okay. We can still kind of see the snow up there. Summer Haven, the last look was a little bit better, but you can still see that snow. Believe it or not, I talked to a person at the general store. They say they had 7 inches, which is definitely an overachiever there. Some of those very scattered light showers still sticking around the Tucson Metro will continue to thin out, anticipate, and you can see that over the last 3 hours things have really quieted down for the most part. But we are tracking this little guy up to the north, little area of some showers and storms looking to start to break up right now. But yeah, in Graham County, especially near Dudleyville and Pinal County, dealing with some showers and storms also in Phoenix. We'll track that out, but overall things should be quieting down here region-wide. Right now, though, staying cool. Another cool day. Right now, 56 in Tucson, 49 in the 40s out east, like Douglas and Bisbee and Wilcox, 50 in Nogales, and still hanging in the 60s in Cels and Phoenix and Ajo out to our west. So let's track those temps and the cloud cover and radar through the evening tonight. By 9 o'clock, things should be even more quiet and cooler, down to the low 50s in Tucson, 40s for some of those valley towns. Out east, you would be there, out there late enough to be there at midnight on your Friday nights. Very chilly, but clear in the upper 40s in Tucson. Make sure to bundle up tonight if you'll be out and about. We'll warm up through the weekend, but not just through then. Warming up and staying warm through early next week. We'll be flirting with the 80s, believe it or not, by the time we do get to Sunday through Tuesday. And again, the rest of the region following suit with those warmer conditions up to the low 70s in Sierra Vista, mid 70s in to Nogales. Here's that 70 forecast. We can see that we warm up. We are watching for that little chance for maybe a system. By the time we do get to late next week, odds aren't super high, but we're keeping an eye on it as of now. But hey, nice warm up. How about it, Mary? We went from highs at around 60 and rainy to, hey, floating with the 80s by Sunday.
Absolutely. We will take it. It's a good weekend to get out and do something fun.
Yes, just in time for the weekend.
Yes. Thanks, Corey. Well, we will leave you with a live look once more of Mount Bigelow. You can see the sun's going down very quickly, but still looks gorgeous out there. We hope you're staying warm. Have an awesome weekend, and we also hope you'll join us for 13 News Live at 10, where we will have more of your weather and news. Have a good night.